Yes. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Good af-
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
yeah. Good afternoon. Yes. So, what was the last discussion in our previous class?
Free float, sir.
So we have calculated it. Is it right?
No, sir. One question you have given, but you have not answered it.
Okay. We have not solved it. Is it right?
Yes.
But I think total float is already calculated.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. All right. So total float was nothing but. So the float concept of the float is nothing but let us assume that we had two different activities. Correct. So the concept of the float was nothing but let us assume that there are two different activities and 2 to 5. Okay, 2 to 5. We have some activity that is called as 2 to 5 and correct. So what happens is let us assume that this takes 14 days time, 2-5 activity, and this takes 7 days time. Correct. Okay, now let us assume otherwise what we do is we just consider this as. So we are just going back to the concept of float. Okay. So let us assume that 2-5 activity is taking 14 days from, let's say, this June 2nd. If it is taking 14 days, then probably it will finish on June 16th. Similarly, 2-4 activity, 2-4 activity, June 2nd it may start and it may finish on June 9th. Okay. So let us assume that this is the scenario, correct? So if it is taking 7 days of time, definitely it is going to take from 2nd until 9th. Is it right? And if this activity is taking 14 days time, then definitely this activity is going to start and end on this particular date. Is it right? So let us assume that 2-5 is purchase of machineries, purchase of machines, purchase of machines, and 2-4 is hiring employees. Hiring employees. Okay, so let's assume these are the two scenarios over here. So now let us assume that this is the case. Okay. Now what will happen is, if you have to see, it is very much clear that this actually takes 14 days time. Now, is there a possibility to delay 2-4 activity? By looking at this particular scenario, question which I want to ask here is, can we delay activity 2-4? Why? Because this activity is finishing only on 16th and this activity finishes on 9th. So is there a possibility to delay 2-4 activity? This is the small question which I want to ask. Let us assume that both of these ends on a single node. Okay, and both of it actually takes only one day. Now, my question is, this activity is actually finishing on 16th of June. This activity is finishing on 9th of June. Is it right? Now, is there a possibility somewhere to basically postpone this activity? Can we delay the start of this activity? Instead of finishing it on 9th of June, can we finish it somewhere on 13th of June? Will it have any type of impact if you finish on 13th of June instead of finishing this activity on 9th?
Yes, sir.
Correct? So it doesn't have any much impact. That means what 2-4 activity can basically be postponed. The start can be postponed. Instead of starting this on 2nd, we can start it on 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, any of these dates. And similarly, instead of finishing it on 9th, we can finish it anywhere between 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, so on and so forth until 16th. Is it right? It will not have much impact on the project completion duration. Are you getting this? What is the importance of a float or a delay? Importance of the delay in the project. Is it right? So basically, this is the use of determining the delay in an activity. Okay. So by determining the available delay for each of the activities, project manager can basically be flexible enough. The project manager gets sufficient flexibility in terms of arranging the raw material, the required resource. Correct. So here it is very much clear for the project manager that instead of starting it on 2nd of June, this can be still postponed by 1 more week. So start can be basically postponed by 1 more week. That is, we can start this basically on 9th of June. Okay, so it is not going to make much of the impact. All right. So even if we start this activity on 9th of June, this we can finish it only on 16th. Correct. So it will not have much. So 1 week delay is not going to have much of the impact on the project completion duration. Is it fine? So is it understood, or is there any other doubts in terms of understanding the float? Is there any doubts here? Is there any doubts in understanding the float, or shall we go ahead?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. In case if there is any doubts, I can come back and explain this. So this is basically the concept for total float. Okay, so free float. Free float requires some concentration here as to how to calculate free float. So let us assume that so let us assume an activity. Let us assume an activity. Let us assume an activity with early finish, as 10 days. Okay. Let us consider.
Sir,
Yes.
so last class you had already given us a problem, sir, but you
On
are on free float.
free float, is it right? And did I explain how to calculate free float?
No, sir.
No.
No, is it right? So that is the reason we'll start with this. So if I have given the problem, just after that problem, just write the definition of free float. Okay, and start with this explanation. Is it right? Is it clear?
Okay, sir. Like, yeah, before giving the question, you had given some meaning about free float, sir.
Okay, so can you just read out what was it?
this float is a part of total float.
Ah,
To determine the free float, project manager assumes that the present activity finished on its early finish date and the
yes,
next activity starts on its early start
early
date.
start. Correct.
Yeah.
So that's the only definition which is given, is it right?
Yes, sir.
So I think we can continue from here. Instead of writing the heading, I think heading you have already written.
Yes, sir.
So it is for your clarification. If you want to write the heading once again, you can write the heading here once again, and you can start the explanation. Because here I am explaining the formula to determine the free flow. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us assume an activity with the early finish as 10 days. So let us consider that this activity is that this activity 2-5. Okay. So we'll consider the uh, early start of the next activity. It is 5-7 as equal to 15 days. Okay, so write this explanation. So I think I need not again explain what is early start and early finish, because it's very much understood by the terminology only. We can understand what is early start is equal to 10 mean. What does that mean? Correct. So the earliest start for 5-7 activity, that means earliest possible duration by when we can start 5-7 activity is 15th day. Okay, and the earliest finish date, that is the earliest possible duration by when we can finish 2-5 activity is 10th day. Okay, so just write this explanation. Okay, so I hope this is done. We'll go for the next one. Is it right? So this example, the free float, the free float for activity 2-5 is equal to early start for the next activity. Okay, minus early finish for the present activity. Okay, that is the thing, but early start of the next activity. So what is the next activity after 2-5? Which is the next activity we have?
5-6.
5-7.
5-7 or 5-6?
Yes, sir. 5-7.
7. Okay. So this minus. So here nothing but the project manager is assuming that the current activity we may finish earliest at its earliest possible duration, and the next activity also starts as early as possible. Correct. There is nothing wrong in that, is it right? So this may be one of the possibilities, and project manager is getting ready for all the type of possibilities. Early finish for the current activities. What is the current activity or the present activity?
2-5.
2. Correct. Yes, that's right. 2-5. Is it right? So this is basically the calculation here. So I hope this calculation everyone has understood how to determine the free float, correct? How to formulate the equation. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If anyone has any doubts, you can ask. I'm just waiting for 1 or 2 minutes before going ahead. Okay. So the answer should be early start for 5-7. How much?
15.
And early finish for 2-5.
10.
What should be the answer?
5 days.
5 days, correct? So free float for this activity is 5 days. Means what? There is always different type of possibilities. Is it right? The project manager, once the project starts, all types of possibilities are there, correct? The current activity may finish as soon as possible, and possibly there is a possibility that the next activity may start at its delayed date, that is the latest start date. That possibility is also there. So in that case, what may be the total delay? That may be the next calculation here, correct? But in the current calculation, we are trying to determine, in case we are trying to determine the free float, wherein the project manager is assuming that the current activity will finish as soon as possible. The next activity will start as soon as. Okay. So here, only thing what you should know is what is the current activity and what is the next activity. You have to correctly judge what is the current activity and what is its next activity. That if you identify, I think this problem is almost 3/4 solved. You have solved this problem at least 75%. If you understand how to determine the next activity of a current activity. Okay. So this is the explanation. You can just make note of it. Then we will go ahead. Possibly one more example if you solve, you will understand how to determine the free float.
So
Yes,
we can solve that sum which you have given before, like last class.
correct. We can start solving. We can start. We can solve that problem. Correct. Next, we will do that.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so those who have already completed writing this, they can start with the previous problem. In our previous class, I think we had solved a total float problem on total float. For that same problem, possibly we can solve the free float. Or else, what I remember is I think we have solved 2 problems on total float. Is it right? Or only 1 problem?
One, sir.
Only 1 problem. Okay, so for the
Yes.
same problem, to solve free float in that case.
Yeah, actually, you have given a separate problem itself. So first we can solve that, no, sir.
For free float, I have given a separate problem. Is it?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, then we will solve that free float problem, and then we will go for total.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I assume that everyone has made note of this. In case if anyone has not done so, just let me know so that I can come back and present the same. Okay, so can anyone dictate the problem? What was that problem? Activity and
Early start.
duration. How many activities were there?
2 activities, sir.
Only 2 activities.
Yes, sir. Duration is not there. Just early start and early finish is given.
Okay, I think in that case we will just solve that first.
Yes, sir.
Early start and early finish, only 2 columns were there, is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So just tell me those activities.
2 to 5 and 5 to 6.
I think it is the same. Okay, duration is how much?
Not given, sir.
Not given, it's not required. Okay,
2nd May
2nd May. Okay,
and 5th May. 5th May, sir. Sorry.
okay. 5th May,
And next one is 8th May and 12th May.
8th May and 12th May. Okay. So any question statement? If it is not, we'll determine the free float for activity 2-5. Correct? So try to determine the free float for activity 2-5. Okay, so early start and early finish is given. Just one thing before you start the solution, just draw the network diagram. It will be very much clear as to what is the next activity. 2-5 and 5-. So early finish for this activity. How much is the early finish for 2-5? I will consider it as 5. Correct? What is the early start for the 5-6 activity? 8. Is it right? So what should be the free float? So any answers?
3.
How is it 3?
Early start of the next activity minus early finish of the previous activity.
Previous activity or the current activity?
Yeah, current.
Current activity is 5 and early start for the next activity is 8. Correct. Our difference is 3. All right. So we'll just write the explanation for this. And go ahead. Okay, I'm just going ahead. If anyone wants me to go back to the previous screen, just let me know. All right. So free float for 2-5 is equal to early start for the next minus early finish for the present. It is equal to early start for 5-6 minus early finish for 2-5. How much should be the answer? You said
3.
8. Yes, 8. Correct.
8 minus 5.
8 minus 5 is 3. That's right. Okay, so what we'll do next is we'll consider the same problem for which we actually calculated the total float, and consider the same problem. And next, what we'll do is we'll calculate the free float for that. Okay. So I think total float, only one problem we have solved. Is it right? So for the same problem, just start solving the free float. Okay. So can anyone dictate the problem which we had considered for the calculation of total float? I think only one problem we have considered. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So how many activities were considered?
5, sir.
5. Okay. So just tell me the activity, duration, early start, and early finish, and late. I think late start, late finish is not required.
Not required.
Not required. So,
Yeah.
so only these many. I think even duration part is not required. I guess just eliminate it. Duration. So only required parameters are early, duration, and early start, duration, and early finish. Okay, so what are the
1 to 2,
activities?
1 to 2, 2 to 3,
Okay,
3 to 5,
okay,
2 to 4,
okay,
4 to 5.
4. Okay,
Early start 0,
okay.
7,
Next,
early starts
next early start is okay,
17,
okay,
7,
okay.
and 22.
Next,
7,
okay,
17,
okay,
21,
okay.
22, and 27.
All right. So the question here is, determine the free float for all the activities. Okay, so we have to determine the free float for all that. Correct. So this is the question statement. Just make note of this question. Okay, so I assume that everyone has made note of this. I'm going for the next one. So activities, we'll write the solution. Free float calculation for 1-2. Okay. So present activity is 1-2. The next activity is activity starting from the second node. Okay, why only second node? Because this is this node. Okay, so after 1-2. So which activity starts from the second node?
2-3 and 2-4.
Any other answers? Which activity starts from the second node? Which activity is actually the project starts from the second node?
2-3 and 2-4.
2-3 and 2-4.
Correct. 2-3 and 2-4. We have to see 2-3 and 2-4. Correct? Has everyone understood how to consider the next activity? Correct? So just make note of this. And what is the early finish of 1-2?
7.
What is the early start of 2-3?
7.
7.
What is the early start of 2-4?
7.
7. So these two will be the same. So you need not have to worry. So there will not be any type of a variation. Any activity that starts from the second node will have the same answer, same value. Okay. So you need not have to worry whether how to consider the value here for 2-3 or 2-4, whether we should consider 2-3 activity or 2-4, because that question will not arise, because early start for any of the activity that starts from the second node will be the same. It will always be the same for any problem, not only for this. All the problems will be the same. Okay, so just make note of this. So EF is nothing but EF meaning 1-2. The early finish of 1-2 is 7 days. ES means early start of 2-3 is equal to 7. Early start of 2-4 is 7. So what should be the free float for 1-2 activity?
0.
Early start for 2-3 or 2-4 is equal to 7. Therefore, free float for 1-2 is equal to 7. Answer is 0. Okay. Likewise, you have to go on calculating the differences and get the answer.
So
Yes.
if there are two starting points, like starting point from the particular node, like
Okay.
how it is here, there'll be same early start, right?
Correct.
Like 7 and 7.
Correct.
What if there is any difference in those early starts?
No.
Will there be? No.
No. Take any problem. The early starts will not differ. Why? Because how do we decide the early start? Early start for any of the activity is decided based on the early start of each of the node. For example, you have activity and you have written early start. So if it is 2-3 and 2-4, so how do you write early start? E2 is equal to 7 and E2 is equal to 7. Is it right? So do you remember this step? So based on the starting node,
Yes, sir.
you had written the values. Is it right? So early start will be the same. Why? Because E2 is same. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So for all the problems, the early start will be the same. Let it be whatever may be the number of activities. Early start will be the same. Early start will be the same. Okay. Let it be 3 or 4 activities. How many number of activities? But early start will be the same. So those who have understood this can calculate the early start for the next activity. Those who have any type of difficulty, clarification required, you can ask right now. I'm ready to explain this once again, in case if anyone has not understood.
So can you explain again?
Okay. So just tell me in which step you found the difficulty.
So next step after this.
After this. So this step is
So
understood.
no, wait. So from node 2 only we need to start first.
See, here we are calculating 1-2 free float for 1-2 activity. Is it right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes. So next activity, what should be the next activity? Next activity, how to consider the next activity is nothing but next activity is any activity that starts from the second node. Now it is not compulsorily second node for all the activities. Now, why we have considered only the second node? Because 1-2, what is the finishing node for 1-2 activity? On which node does 1-2 activity finishes?
Node 2.
Node 2. Is it right? That is the reason any activity that starts from node 2 will be the next activity. That will be considered as the next activity. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So that is the reason 2-3 and 2-4 is being considered. Is this understood, this particular step?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now, what is the next difficulty?
So next step we need to put the formula and solve like.
Correct. That's it. Like what you have done in our previous problem, the previous problem, whatever we have done, the same thing is to be done here also. That's it. Correct. So there is nothing wrong if you ask questions, because even in the previous batch, students had a lot of queries in this particular calculation. So in case if you have any doubts, you get it clarified right now. Because based on this only, you will be having the project, that is the group project, and you will have to calculate the floats for each of the activity. That is a free float, total float, so on and so forth. So if you understand this calculation here, uh, it will be helpful for your project. If anyone wants me to explain this once again. Okay, so if there is no questions, we'll go for the next activity. Yes, tell me which is the next activity?
2-3.
2-3. So 2-3. So present activity is equal to 2-3. Next activity
3-5.
3-5. So this is the activity. This is the activity that starts from the third node. That starts from third node. Why only third node? Because this activity finishes on third node, and we are considering the next activity. Correct. So it is with which activity? It is activity
3-5.
3-5. Now any query? Is there any type of queries? Has anyone not understood this step? So if you understand present activity and the next activity, your half of the problem is solved. So next activity is not that activity which you find in the problem statement, correct? So next activity is the activity that starts from the next node. So here, if you have to see 2-3, after 2-3, you have 3-5. So here there is no problem. So we are not considering the next activity according to this list which we find here. Okay, so we are considering the next activity based on the ending node. So next activity for this is this. Similarly, next activity for 2-3 is 3-5 because these two are common. And similarly for 1-2, and this also can be the next activity. Is it right? So for 1-2, there were two different next activities.
So
Yes.
what about the last activity?
Last activity, the early finish and early start will be the same. So the difference will be 0.
0 itself. We have
Correct.
to assume it as 0 or like.
It's always 0 only. Why? Because the early start for the next activity will be the same as early finish. For the last 3-5 and 4-5, we have the free float will be 0. You can blindly write it as 0 because it will be 0. The next activity early start will be the same as the early finish.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can blindly write it as 0 itself, need not calculate it. Okay, so coming to this, free float for 3-5 is equal to early start free float for 2-3, is it right? We were calculating
2-3, sir.
2-3. 2-3. Early start for 3-5 minus early finish for 2-3. What should be the answer?
0.
Why?
0.
So what are
17 minus
17 minus 17.
17 minus 7? Answer is 0. Okay. This is how we are supposed to solve. So like this, we have to solve for all that. We will continue this in the next class. Okay. If anyone has queries, you can stay back and you can ask the query, and rest of them can leave. I will keep the screen as it is for another 1 or 2 minutes. Those who have not made note of it can make note of the same. The rest of them can leave. Class here, just send me the list of absent.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Only one absent is actually.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So add